What's going on, people? Welcome to the Full View. The Full View's back. We ain't had one for a hot minute. KG, press the buttons.
One more time. You know, like, listen, all right. I don't even know what to say about my man's job.
It started off with a little bit of energy and then fell off the cliff so quickly, KG.
Oh my God. Big up to the community, big up to everyone, big up to Faz, big up to Marcel, big up to KG, big up to Owen, and big up to all you guys watching at home. Marcel's got a new microphone, yeah. If you don't see before we started, it was lighting up, changing colors like a disco ball, but he's turned off the lights. I don't know
why has he turned off the lights, bro?
Isn't it?
I turned off the lights on it, man.
No, put the lights on.
I'm not, man. I don't want to show the lights anymore, man.
We need you to shine the light on what's going on at Man United, bro. That could be like your little Mystic Meg ball, bro. The little thing just lighting up.
Nah, the last man,
oracles, bro.
Bro, the last man that shined the light on Man United, he got sacked, bro. So,
hey, there's still points to be won.
Yeah,
make it into you.
Oh my days.
Yeah, there is.
Marcel's internet's doing a madness as well. I don't know if the light's sucking out the meg speed as well. I don't know. But me and Owen have had our say on this thing. So kind of me and Owen are going to take a back seat. This is about Faz. This is about Marcel. This is about KG. And this is about you guys in the community. We haven't had a full view for a little while as well. So we're going to fall back. I'll start with you, KG, man. Ralph's gone. Ten Hag. Ralph's gone. Ten Hag wants control, ? Like, is this Ten Hag going, okay, cool. Thanks for handing over the dossier. Thank you for the hour phone call we had or the Zoom chat, because they haven't met in person as well. We've been hearing. Phone call settings. Is this Ten Hag just putting his foot down and the club giving power to the manager? Or is this shit from Man United? Is this typical Man United who are not allowing the guy to do the job that they actually employed him to do?
You know what? If this is a tough one, and usually I will try to break the main thing we do know is he's been fired. This ain't no mutual consent. And he told us he's left the bread, like, you know, when you leave the breadcrumbs, Hansel and Gretel settings. He said to himself, listen, guys, I can do both jobs. He told us as soon as he got the Austria job, he said, hey guys, listen, I can do both jobs. People were like, are you sure? He goes, and it was a bit random for him to say that I can do both jobs, but I think he really wanted us to know, just in case some nonsense happens, remember what I said, I can do both jobs. All of a sudden, they forced him into it. They said, listen, Ralf, come in this room. We got a pay packet for you here. All you got to say is, you can't do both jobs. Bro, his team is not like in the World Cup. He's got so much time. Bro, he's supposed to work. What did we call it before when we had an argument before about how many hours he'd be doing a week?
2 days. It was like 2 days a month, something like that, wasn't it?
2 days. Some of it via Zoom. He can't.
So those Austria commitments are very important, KG. They're going to take up all of this time.
Those commitments are insane. So one thing we do know is he was fired. Now we have to go deeper and say it's almost like a whodunit. It's like that Knives Out. I don't know if you lot seen it. Great movie.
Yeah.
Good film.
It's the biggest whodunit, and there's so many suspects. Ten Hag became an immediate suspect for me when he just him, but it's so obvious, right? But him just being at the podium.
It was a game of Cluedo. Like, it was Ten Hag with the lead pipe in the library. He's the one that did it.
It could have been Ten Hag. It could have been him, because he said it's not nothing to do with me. But then after, you could be Murtough. Murtough was supposed to be getting a new director of football. All of a sudden, and power corrupts. Yeah. Woodward had tasted the power, and he said, listen, Murtough, I was once told that people don't want to be part of the football thing, this, that, and the other. We're linked to, Mitchell. We're all getting excited about it. All of a sudden, that's gone. There's something from the club. Murtough, he's been doing a lot of work on the training ground. He's been doing this, he's been doing that. He knows what's going on. He's a big part. You see him with the youth. He's been a part of, wait, what? How? All of a sudden, those are my main suspects right now. And one matter. just because I always put one matter in.
Whoa, just
because there's always a quiet one that you least expect. But on a serious, it's between Ten Hag and Murtough. And I feel like the club is either being the same and it's not learned from his mistakes and it's getting the Murtough whatever way, or the club is listening to Ten Hag. I honestly can't tell you. I really need to sit down with this one and work out, but it's too difficult to point a finger and say which way, because we've been here before. And now we don't think that, just lastly, we don't think that Ralf said all. He's going to speak one more time. He's got one more in him, and I can't wait to hear it.
It must have been Ten Hag though, no? It must have been Ten Hag though, KG. I'm sorry to cut you though, Flex. It must have been Ten Hag.
Go for it.
Why do you say that?
Because the amount of times Ralf was saying, I'm looking forward to speak to Ten Hag. I'm looking forward to speak to Ten Hag. He's been airing him for time.
Yeah, no, I was nervous about him flying back to Austria. I was like, wow, he didn't even have to sit down with him before the Austria trip. And when he's talking about control, but it's a mad one. I'm still confused by this deal. I'm still confused.
After that Palace performance, he must have just looked at it and said, you know what, I don't even want to chat to this guy. He wants full control maybe, and just says, you know what, that's it. Get rid of him.
Planet Faz.
Planet Faz. I'm just going to read these super chats out, and then the floor's yours, my bro. Red Baron says, Marcel is Palm from Hunter X, Hunter Flex. Well, I remember KG showing me that Hunter thing, the guy named twice. I don't know if that character description is accurate. KG, is Marcel?
I can't remember. I'm going to check quickly. Okay. I'm going to check it now.
Okay, cool.
And then I was going to say, if I've typed in the right thing, then it's a massive difference. It's a massive disrespect. It's a massive disrespect.
Man.
This guy is the right thing.
Pull it up, share it.
Lady, fam.
Yeah, it's a crazy stalker lady.
Oh, and I don't know if you can upload it into the system to show the community what's going on here.
What's this, man?
Show him.
Faz is saying, show him. Faz wants to see it. I want to see it. I don't know about these things.
No, they're taking them.
While Owen's working on that, Ben says, Owen's gonna get it up. Ben says, I'm glad Ralf is gone. He's PR'd his way into the United job. Give Ten Hag all the control. Top managers don't consult someone else on signings. So not having it there from Ben. And Everest says Erik Ten Hag does not want a snitch on his team.
Powerful though. It's a powerful character though, Marcel.
Okay.
Oh, it's a powerful character. There's a positive.
Powerful, but bro.
I appreciate it then, man. There's
WJ Barrett says Marcel leveling up with the mic. Love to see it. Marcel, I need you to shed some positivity on this. Everyone is overreacting. Erik Ten Hag is donning up the place.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And Tabara says United are shameless, protecting Ollie and firing Ralf. And Prince Mobalaji says, love your channel. Keep being UKG. Drop a bomb for Jalof Rice and Niger. There it is. Easy. I generally feel Ten Hag wants the control and didn't fancy his role. And yeah, Ben, we've read that one as already. Faz, I see a lot of people starting to come through on that and basically saying, look, this is not that deep. This is Ten Hag just stamping his authority and saying, cool, thank you for giving me the info, but I don't need you now. I'm doing my own thing. But other people are saying it's typical Man United, hiring a guy for the long term. When it gets to the bit where he's going to do the long term, they don't let him. What are you saying, Faz? Is this a good thing that Ralph's gone? Is it a bad thing, or is it not that deep?
It's a good thing. And if you do not see it as a good thing, you're not understanding fundamentals of how a club should be run. Man United, the direction that we're going, we need people in full-time positions.
Cool.
Serious people need to come in and concentrate on Manchester United and Manchester United only. I do not need you to go and take up a part-time job somewhere else to make ends meet because cost of living is going up. I need you to work full-time in Manchester United. Plain and simple. Ten Hag probably came in. He's brought in McLaren. He's brought in his assistant. He's going to probably bring in some more people. He's looking at Ralf and thinking, no way, I want you on Zoom calls and bringing me Austrian players, recommending me Austrian players. I don't need that. I need full-time people. I'm okay with this. I've always had a question about Ralph's job role, anyways, about his consultancy. You all know this. I've raised this numerous of times. What kind of job, what kind of consultancy does man do when he's working 5 days a month over Zoom as well, running players through via Zoom? It doesn't work. I need staff members on the ground, at the training ground, in the meetings, physically. Then I know you're serious. I'm very happy. I'm no problem at all.
I think I have to come back at you on that one though, because you have to break it down here. When he first got the job, it was very up in the air. So remember, the breadcrumbs have been there for a long time. They said, "What is your consultancy?" on his first day. Because I don't really know, to be honest. Like, I'm not focused on that right now. We'll get to that later. So there's always this consultancy thing has always been a weird one. I think the club promised, and what the club was really looking to do was they was hoping for Ralf to be that guy. They was hoping for Ralf to be the one, probably do well enough to get us into top 4 and say, you know what, maybe let's give him the job. Because the consultancy thing just wasn't clear. And he tried to give himself a fail-safe and say, hey, listen, well, I'm not going to come for this. And you saw I turned down Spurs or whoever before. Give me this and I'll come. The club was like, should we? And they went for it. The only thing that turned out is the time that Ralf had here, if we're being honest with ourselves, it wasn't good in it. He couldn't motivate the players, and we lost a lot of games. We lost a lot of games. You know,
statistically, just to break it down, as a manager, I know we brought him in as like to get through the manager bit and then do the consultancy role. But as a manager, I'm just saying the stats. He's statistically our worst manager of the Premier League era in that 6 months. I know that could be harsh. There's loads of things going on. The team was always going to get worse. Loads of factors. I'm just saying the fact of the stats. Do as you please. I'm just saying that.
But I still think that is still like a little bit unfair in terms of he never got to spend. The injuries that he had, the Greenwood issue that came along in that time. He probably got the most toxic dressing room we've ever seen.
COVID for the first 2 weeks as well, KG.
Was that?
COVID for the first 2 weeks as well. They couldn't really get going with the squad at the beginning.
So there's a lot of stuff that went against him. But I know he came here. I always said it from the beginning. This guy came here for the job. He brought in people that had working positions, and he remember, like, those people that already had coaches that already had jobs. They couldn't get involved. They left their job because they thought there was a long-term job here. Now they got to go back. It's embarrassing. I feel for them, but end of the day, I want what's best for United. I'm still not sure that it's Ten Hag. I do believe that press release from the club about Murtough being revolutionary is worrying, and was supposed to get a junior director of football or something like that. If you look now, nothing's happened. Who is the director? Is this not them clearing it out to say we're gonna we're gonna make appointments? Like, this is Ralph's just not the guy we're gonna choose. Ralph's not the guy that it's gonna be. Just quickly here, I like this super chat's very interesting. And Deal says Ralph alienated players with his harsh approach. Erik Ten Hag played it right by making distance between him and Ralph, so that he has a chance of getting a tune from this dressing room before they are mostly all gone in 2 years. So, Marcel, let's bring you in. Is this a ploy from Ten Hag to say, listen, that guy's been there in the shit. I'm smart enough to listen to the bits that he passes on to me in private. That's cool. But in terms of trying to get these guys to buy into me, I don't actually want them to think I'm with him. And I just want a clear slate so I can kind of work on this, and I'm going to phase these guys out. So I need to basically, in layman's terms, I need to kind of lie and get them on board until I phase them out. Is there any of that going on?
Well, it looks like, it's a play that could work in his favor in terms of getting the players on his side and getting the best out of the players, like you're saying. Getting rid of Ralf means that, like you just mentioned, it's been a poor season from any manager, or half a season, the amount of games that we've lost under him. But I don't know. I feel like it could be a good move. It could work out well. If Ten Hag's able to get a tune out of the players because they've removed a toxic manager, or at least the players would deem a toxic manager. These are players that he's able to keep, and utilize. But even I wouldn't look too much into that. I wouldn't really look too much into that, to be honest.
Guys,
sorry,
this is bullshit.
Wait,
I'm
KG,
sorry to say.
Hold on.
I just want to look too much into it, but you could see something.
Hold on. Put a timeline to all this. When Ralf came in, everybody was twerking, saying, man's going to do Gengen pressing. The players went against him. Man changed the formation, started going at the players. Players disrespected him. They hated him. Ten Hag is looking at this and thinking, I don't need someone who's already hated by the players. The club let this man run his mouth, and they were all okay with it. Yeah. We were all okay with it then. We were all saying, this man has brought all the clarity that we needed, regardless. Then came his consultancy role. We didn't know what his consultancy role was until the latter stage of the season. When that came in, people were like, okay, my man's going to go and bring me £3 million players from Austrian mad corners of the world. Now that he's gone, now that he's left, and Ten Hag wants to do, when you hit a reset button, what does a reset button mean? It means the whole shebang. It doesn't mean you reset one section and not the others. You reset the whole thing. The whole thing. This man has given us what we needed to hear. On the grass level, he wasn't good enough. He didn't do what he needed to do. But he let us know Wagwan with the club. Like I think he said, Ten Hag heard all this. And he's like, you know what? Thank you very much. See you later. I need full-time people in the position, not part-time. We just need to let this sink in. If Ralf was in a full-time position and then he left, then that's cool. Well, Ralf also put pen to paper for Manchester United. No way on earth he comes in to do a job for 6 months. Let's be real. Like, really think football business. No manager comes in to do a 6-month business. They want some sort of security. Ralf has probably got paid out or whatever it is, and he's happy. The club, everybody probably knew this from the get-go.
But he had that security though, by knowing that he was going to have 2 years.
He asked for it, did he not?
He said basically, I'm not even going to take the 6 months unless you give me the 2 years.
Yeah,
exactly. Now that he's now his consultancy roles is 6 days a month, 5 days a month. You really think Ten Hag has time for that? He doesn't.
But isn't that 6 days? That 6 days is determined by the club. If the club said, actually, this consultancy thing, we want you to be full-time, wouldn't that be different? Isn't the fact that they've said to him it's going to be 2 days, 3 days a month, isn't that a point of contention in itself? That's why he went to the Austria job in the first place. If it was full-time, he's not picking up the Austria job, is he? He'd say, no, I'm too busy. But when it's 2 days a month, he's going, oh, of course I can do both.
What I don't understand is why the club didn't give him a full-time job if they were really serious. It's clearly Ten Hag. He has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. That's what I'm trying to say.
He has to be Ten Hag.
But Faz, it plays into Ten Hag's hands doing that as well, in a sense that he's got rid of somebody that's underperformed on the pitch. And, you know, the players are going to look like, okay, well, we didn't really trust Ralf anyway. He was an interim. We didn't care about him anyway. We down tools on him. We didn't care about him, whatever. And now Ten Hag's come in, and if it is, and I feel like it's a Ten Hag play, like I was saying to you before, KG, if Ten Hag has gone and said, listen, get rid of him, you know, that automatically the players are like, oh, well, you know, this is the guy that's going to want the full control. This is like, he most probably heard the little, he was airing Ralf for God knows how long. How many times was Ralf coming out and presses? I ain't heard from him yet, waiting to hear from him. He could have easily asked him. So he, like Flex is maybe saying, it's been in private. And then Ten Hag's look like the guy that, you know, I want to focus on my philosophy, how I do things. I don't need to hear anything from anyone else. And yeah, that's it.
We've been on this roller coaster before. Is all I'm saying to you guys is we've been there before. If I'm a player now, I'll be saying to myself, it worked once again. It's another one that we got rid of. We done the business.
I disagree.
Is it that though?
No, I'm saying
you're right, KG. It could
why
be
not?
that.
Why not
Could
though?
It not be,
but why
could it
not?
not be Ten Hag going? Nah, like I don't need him
because
there. I'm the guy.
Don't get twisted. I'm not here praying for Ralf to be in the job. But there's one thing that we could say that at Red Bull, in terms of building him, we all got excited about. No one was excited about Ralf being here to be the manager. We was more excited about him building behind the scenes his relationships and changing the fundament, having football people discussing the project. We haven't had that. Yes, we have a manager, but we haven't had someone doing the working behind. Now, the working behind, they're telling us the person that we now have to trust is Murtough. I'm saying to you guys, oh, it sounds familiar. That's all I'm saying to you lot. It sounds familiar. Then we now need to ask ourselves, because we said we don't want a yes man. We don't want a yes man. The first time we've had it is we get a guy that's not a yes man. He's put out the door. He's not even, he's supposed to be working behind the scenes, bro. This guy's only supposed to come in 2 days a week at most. Yeah. Consultant, you don't even have to listen to what consultant says. He just gives his advice. Yeah. They said, we don't even want to hear from you. It's worrying. He tried to, and think about the people that he tried to bring in. Mitchell, we said no. He tried to sign Diaz. We said no. He tried to sign, he spoke about N'Kuku. We said no. So I'm just saying. They
didn't know who he is.
They didn't know who he is. This club, yeah, we have to remember the club that we support and the board, yeah, it is the same because now it's been a reshuffling, but who are the people that are there? You'll start to say to yourself, same old people, same old situation, different manager. And the manager can always be changed. You have to understand that. We need the change in the boardroom. Tell me who do you recognize in the boardroom that we know? Does anyone know? There's nobody. There's not a single maverick. And that makes me worry because let Ten Hag, let it not go Ten Hag's way. What did they do to Ten Hag? Out as quick as they got rid of, Ralph. This is the thing that I'm talking about. These are the situations. And I was worried. As soon as I saw them talking up Murtough, I said, we got a problem here. Mitchell should be in. He's still at Monaco. He signed a long-term deal. Doesn't that make anyone ask questions? We're supposed to be doing a cultural reset. Why are we not changing at the top? We'll continue. We've changed the manager over and over again. You think they can't sack Ten Hag? When the fans get upset by Christmas, let's be real. Let's be realistic. I don't know about this. That's all I'm saying.
Just quickly, before you lot carry on, let me just read out all these super chats because there's quite a few. WJ Barrett says, as much as we know the players are the viruses, Ten Hag has to work with the same players. We're not going to offload the squad. Eric Ten Hag needs these players on board now, which to be fair, in contrast, KG, we were kind of talking about that in the last Flexing KG show, which is like nobody really wants to give these players a clean slate and forgive and forget, but we have to get behind this manager, and this manager, not that we agree, is going to need Fred, is going to need McTominay, is going to need Dalot, is going to need Shaw, is going to need Maguire, players that we've all said are shit, players that we've all given up, is going to need Rashford. You know what I mean? Like, so is this Ten Hag's ploy of like, okay, it's not perfect or whatever, but this is the best way to get these players on side for this. Flex, do a poll, please. I am going to do that. MUFC now says, listen to you lot, players this and players that. These players need to buy in or be gone. Simple. Big point there. And Esther says, I don't think Ten Hag did this. Ralph was never going upstairs. That's why they never clarified what the consultancy is. So basically, Esther's saying that Ralph was doomed from the start. He was never actually going to get it. He was just getting phased out, which I could see that side of it as well. Solo says, James Garner and Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Start this man or sell him, no loan. I want to talk. Yo, Ralph, he is a proper scammer to get this job. So not feeling Ralph there. Interesting to see what happens with James Garner next year. I take it that game's finished now. Is it the Forest win? Yeah,
right. They won 1-0.
Was it from that own goal?
Yeah.
The quality in that game was not very good. I was watching it.
I thought Garner played well though. He did play.
Yeah, he did okay. Ticking it about a bit, but he had loads of space and time on the ball though. Just kind of just stroking it about. I'm still not sure if he's. I don't know. Maybe Ten Hag can do something there. But
he would benefit. He would, now that they're in the Premier League, he would benefit with the season on loan, full season,
but if he's,
and that kind of thing.
If he's like Ten Hag knows to start players no matter the age. Say if he thinks he's good enough,
if he thinks
he's going to play. If he thinks he's good enough, no, not even
wants it like the manager.
Yeah, exactly. Jamal says Lingard new deal incoming. No, that's definitely not happening. And K Flow says the club has set a fall guy up. Clearly, this is a bad decision and Ten Hag will fail. Does anyone trust Murtough or Fletcher? When the bad results come, watch what happens. The club has no plan, no idea. I'm with KG on this, basically saying that it's the same people at the helm. It's the same people that are making us think there's change when actually there isn't. And Ralph was going to be the only person who could be some voice different in there, not a yes man, and we've got rid of him. So basically they're saying that leopards don't change its spots, and this is the club doing exactly what they have always done. There's more here. Sorry, I've missed a lot. Patrick said he's a consultant. He wasn't building nothing. And somebody else had a super chat. I want to go right back to the top because I did miss it, and I want to put some respect on people's super chats. 1 second, guys, bear with me. Oh, I've read that one. Here it is here. Waiting for United to win a trophy. The sack means De Jong will come. This sack means De Jong will come to the club. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know how it correlates, but we all hope Frankie de Jong, I think, should come to the club. And here we go. Steven says, remember this, Ten Hag won't last the season. The board will screw him right over. Marcel, come through. Floor's yours.
Super disagree with that. He's going to last longer than a season, guys. Mark my words. There's no way that this man is coming with a new philosophy.
He said, mark my words.
He's coming with a new philosophy.
Where's my pen? Where's my pen? That's going to be that's a year's worth of content.
Receipts are getting kept from now on. From this summer onwards, receipts are getting kept.
He's gonna last longer than a season, guys, man. Let's just relax. Let's just see what happens. The summer window's not finished. Let's let them work. Let's give them some trust. Let's let them work. You know, they're putting things together right now. They're putting things in process. I personally think it's a Ten Hag move. If it's not a Ten Hag move that Ralph's gone, then it's the board. But at the end of the day, he was a necessary part of the evolution of this club right now, Ralph. You know,
I have a question, Marcel, for you.
No problem.
Go ahead. My question is that when we sacked Ollie, the whole point of getting an interim manager in, by definition, is the idea of this guy's going to get us to the end of the season. In our minds, we probably already know who we want, but we can't get him right now. He's not available right now. So that might have been Poch. I think initially it probably was. Ten Hag came into that. But at the time, they knew we kind of want Ten Hag or Poch, right? So knowing that they're going to Ralf at the time as an interim manager, and then they're giving him that consultancy thing on it, wouldn't they consult with either, I guess, Pochettino or Ten Hag in this case at the time and say, we know you don't want to come to us to the end of the season. We know you want to finish up the season with Ajax, but we're going to have Ralf come in on an interim and have him be a consultant. Why wouldn't Ten Hag flag that then? Why wouldn't he say then, I don't know about that, actually. What's that role going to consist of?
So firstly, I don't think the club being they're not proactive. So I don't even think they knew who it was. They were still deliberating. That was just to cover up the gaps. They needed someone to come in. Ralf comes in. They were still deliberating as to who they wanted for me, Owen, up until only a few months ago. Do you know what I mean? I still think they were still, you know, who was it going to be? Who's it going to be? I wanted Kante as soon as Ollie left. And I think Kante was in the running potentially. We just weren't proactive. We were just dragging our heels on it. And somebody that wants success goes in and gets him. And guess who gets top 4? So I just think right now they've been dragging their heels like they've always done. It's part of the club's DNA. They just wait and take their time. And like KG's saying, we need changes higher up there, football people up there, so that things can get done quickly. But I just believe that now we've got a Ten Hag in. Let's watch and see. This is a man that wants full control. This is a man that understands what structure is, what success is. So we just need to just wait, see what happens throughout the summer, see who comes in, who goes, and things like that. I don't think the club were being very slow in their decision making. We had Carrick for a little while. We and then all of a sudden Ralf comes in, and Ralf didn't even. We tried to give him the best start as possible, but we had the COVID season for a little while where he couldn't train with his players for a couple of weeks. And he wasn't a good manager. I think his priority for me, Owen, was meant to be top 4, and he didn't deliver with that. He was a poor manager for us. But in terms of showing us that these footballers cannot play attacking football, that these players cannot play beyond the halfway line, he hands down, that's a super tick for me. And for me, that next manager, that's a lot of knowledge that next manager can take. I need this type of player. I need this type of player. This one can't attack. This one can't pass. Done.
Go on, there's some super chats. Go ahead. And then
Adil says Marcel's optimism is coming back.
Never left.
They needed it.
He never left.
David Lee, big up. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you, David Lee. One of the biggest mods out there. Always here. Big up. And Sigmund says, off topic, but banter aside, well done to our rival fans last night for not rising to antagonism from police and security in Paris. Hala Madrid still. Yeah, I saw a lot of the Liverpool fans seem to be having some distressing times out there. Young kids getting tear gas and stuff like that. Then there was reports of, too many tickets and fake tickets. Look, whatever it is, but you don't want to see young children and innocent fans just being tear gassed and treated heavy-handedly by the police. I don't know exactly the ins and outs by it, but what Sigmund says there, at least there was seems to be no reaction, and hopefully there's an investigation into what's happened there. Stephen says, remember this, Ten Hag won't last the season. Board will screw him over. I think I read that one earlier. And
you lot.
There's one here from Wang says manager at Man United is a poison chalice. Player power and the clueless board remain the same. We will be here again with Ten Hag in a few years. People are just not having it. Red Baron says football Twitter is vile. Yeah, it can be. Football Twitter can be ridiculous. It really can. KG, come through, man.
All right, cool. So I was asking you lot about. Let's look at this John Murtough guy. Let's try and understand this guy, yeah? Because I'm still unconvinced with this thing, yeah? So my thing is, who is John Murtough that we're all getting excited about and putting our faith in this guy? So I had to do some searching, couldn't find a lot on this guy's history because, to be honest, there's not a lot. But when you actually get into it, Murtough joined United in November 2013, having worked with David Moyes at Everton and became the club's head of football development since 2016. This guy's been the head of football development. And we know we talk about people getting contracts for no reason. You know, when you just get a pay rise, get a bump up in something. Again, the football that he was developing, I didn't see it. But it's fine. Let's keep going. Prior to that, he was the head of elite performance at Premier League, following a senior academy, players development roles at other clubs. Yeah, this guy is the guy that is now our director of football. Is he the best in class? Is the question to you guys. That's the thing, because someone has to lead this club, because managers are going to come and go. It's going to be the director of football that I'm told is always the permanent that's going to make us be a certain way. That the philosophies don't shift and change. Man United say they want to play like this because we know this board will sack a manager. We are where the club is floated on the financial whatever. So people like shares go up and down, and they need to make sure their shareholders are happy. If it's not going well, please believe it's not give the manager time. They will pull the trigger because people's dividends, they need to protect those. This is the issue that I'm talking about. So that now we have to trust in the director of football. I'm telling you right now, who is this? Why do we trust him? Is he the best thing? We're supposed to be shifting and changing. To me, it feels the same. Woodward had the job and he said he's going to do whatever nonsense. Him match nonsense. Nothing happened. And I feel we're in the same place. We're in a say this.
Can we say that? Can we say that right now, though, Kate? In fairness, can we say that? Is that too early to say that right now? In fairness, I'm with you. If at the end of the summer we have a typical Man United summer in terms of recruitment, then we can go, oh, it's the same as Matt Judge, or it's the same as when Ed Woodward was in charge. I think, in fairness, not that they necessarily deserve it, and not that I want to be a Glazer sympathizer, because obviously I'm not. But when it comes to John Murtough, you could argue that he had a lot to do with redeveloping the academy. We just won the FA Youth Cup. Is that not a tick in the box as well? When it comes to hiring people, he hired Ralf, not a great start, but then he hired Erik Ten Hag. If Erik Ten Hag's successful, then you can go, he knows what he's doing. If we have a good summer and we buy 4 or 5 players that are decent and improve Man United, you could go, he does know what he's doing. Granted, he's not the most well-known name, and there probably are way more qualified people that probably deserve to be in a job as big as the Manchester United football director's role. I'm with you there, but I do think it's possibly slightly unfair right now to say, oh yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's not good at the job.
I'm saying we don't know. I'm not saying. My thing is, if we're supposed to be changing and being the best in class, do we have the best in class? And when the best in class is available,
at the moment in that role, we don't know because he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it yet. That's like signing a player and going, oh, is it going to be rubbish or good? We don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing the right thing though, KG. You're raising the alarm and you're looking at our history. And you're looking and you're saying, no, this don't look right already. And Paul Mitchell, sorry to cut you there, Owen, but Paul Mitchell as well, he's the right guy. Like, I feel like he's someone that we should really been looking at because he's got proven and good history recruiting right guys in. But let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. But you're 100% in the right frame of mind, I would say, in terms of why are we not making these changes right now and being proactive?
And this is not about people
believe. We not made some of those
changes
changes though. We sacked the head of scouting. We had to sack the chief scout. We sacked the head of recruitment.
Granted, sacked the finance guy as well.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, that hinges on who you replace him with. If you do replace him for like, then you go, well, then nothing is changing there. But it's half of the equation, isn't it? You have to get rid of them first, and then the replacements count as the other half. I think, and I'm with you. I do believe it's right to raise an eyebrow and say, there's a lot going on at the moment. There's a lot of change at Manchester United, but they are there at the moment. And I think this summer, it's like I said it with Ollie last season. I said, this season, you'll judge whether Ollie was a success at Manchester United or a failure. He's a failure. We can say at the end of this season, it did not work out for him. We can say the same about who's in charge now at the end of this summer. If they don't bring in anyone, or the people we bring in are terrible, we go, well, the people we got in charge are rubbish. We thought that was going to be the case. But I think it's too early at this point to say.
We just had so much time. The same way you guys say we can't get, the same way no one's getting excited about saying Ten Hag's going to win us a league so soon. We have to be, we're so relaxed on it because we've had managers, many people sat in that chair. So we're not getting too excited. But the one thing that we've known for years is this board has been a constant. Just recently, the dividends came out again. The money's still coming out, and the board is still the board, you know. And it's, for me, you just want, I'll feel comfortable. Excuse me, I'd feel comfortable if I had people working in the boardroom that, sorry, this coming through the laptop as well. It's fine. I'd feel comfortable if I had someone in the boardroom that I knew was a maverick, and he was gonna say stuff that the fans agreed with. Because if we deep it now, we got someone that was not a yes man. Piss off. We got someone that was not a yes man, and it's like he got sacked straight away. This is what we all asked for as fans. We said, let's get someone that's not a yes man, that's gonna talk up the things. Look how quick he got sacked, bruv. He's supposed to be here 2 years, bruv, 6 months.
But man, KG, you're looking at it so
well-known director footballers are there? How many director of football super famous ones can you name as well? I couldn't name that many.
No, but then I know people. We've been speaking about Van der Sar, the Mitchell, the Mitchell guy. I think there was the one that was part of the Dortmund's. He went to Arsenal. He left really quickly. So there's a few. There you go. There's a few in the game, and all I'm saying is just not here. They're just not here. Man United need a lot of work done.
I'll be honest, KG. I think you're just a bit taken back by this sacking of Ralf. That's why you're looking at it like this.
I don't care about Ralf.
And the other thing as well, we don't have a banker running the club. That's the most important number one thing, is it's not a banker. This man, even though I understand where you're coming from, he's been in footballing environment for a long time, and he's worked his way up. You have to consider that. You have to consider he's come in, he's made some changes, as in sacked the people that we really wanted to get sacked. The scouting, the guy who dealt with the listing of the club on the financial market with the dividends, with the man who dealt with player transfers, who were looking at which players to sign based on how much stock price will go up. These type of changes are very fundamental into the direction we're going. We have to be able to, as fan base, as much as we want to question, but we have to learn to trust. When I go, right, first game of the season, and if I see Mr. Maguire on the pitch, I have to sing. I have to swallow my pride.
I wasn't sure what Faz was going to say there. I thought he was going to say, my season ticket's on the pitch. Like, if I see Maguire there, I'm going to support.
I'm going to support. I'm going to sing. I'm going to back. No matter how dark this gets, I'm going to back. That's what we need to do. Questions raised, good, but it's time to back everyone in the club. From the top to everyone has to get backed. Whoever's staying has to get back, no matter what. Even if Lingard stays, like the maddest thing, even if he stays, we got to start to learn to love the club. Everybody needs to start to learn, including the players, the board. Everybody just needs to start loving the club again. The club isn't loved at the moment.
Let me get these super chats out. There's quite a few. Rafa says, KG, Owen, Obi-Wan was fire. I can't wait for the next episodes. That's you lot's little bit. Yeah, I heard it was sick. Yeah. Follows on from the first series.
Of course you did.
You know what I mean?
Of course you did. Follows on from the first series. You're a disgrace, Flex. You can't lie your way out of this one. Follows on from the first series.
The way it carries on from the first one to the second one, and they just picked it back up. Yeah.
What they pick up? What they pick up?
Who's your favorite character?
They picked up lightsabers.
No, but go on. So, what did you like?
Yeah,
I liked how they stay true to the original story, so like we get a real sense of like authenticity of the characters.
So what character?
Yeah, but which one was your favorite?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
and the other one,
Skywalker. I just like how they follow the original stories. Yeah.
Which one? Which one? There's so many. So which one was your favorite? Skywalker.
Probably Luke.
Yeah.
He's doing well still. How's Luke doing? How's Luke doing in that?
He's dead. What are you talking about?
Luke's dead. Okay, cool.
You are an absolute scunt.
Nah, he's missing. Nah, well, basically, he's missing, but he might be dead still.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So he's dead, or he's missing.
Yeah.
Where is he?
You'll have to watch. You have to keep watching it. You have to wait till episode 4. I got the thing where you ain't seen it, so I don't really want to spoil it.
But in the episode that you got, he's dead or he's missing.
Nah, the episode I've got, he's just bubbling away, innit?
Luke is bubbling away.
He's bubbling away, man. You'll have to watch it to find out the rest.
My
No spoilers,
final
man.
question: how old is he? Do you reckon? How do you reckon he is?
What, Luke Skywalker?
Yeah. I mean, and he's missing. It's concern, obviously. So,
how old is Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
I want to say like.
Stop typing. If you're typing, I can see.
Hey, my hands are here. My hands are here. I want to say like he keeps that to himself. He doesn't really like talking about it. He doesn't really talk about his age. Like it's a bit Benjamin Buttonish. It's a bit different.
So on those missing posters, because he is missing, it says age. Well, he kind of keeps it to himself. To be honest.
Like you know how we like
current status bubbling.
Obviously, there's like their question marks in the titles. When he's on the milk cartons, in the Star Wars Galaxy thing, he's got the question. Yeah. It's got the question marks. I don't really know how old he is, but he's famous, so everyone knows who he is. They don't need to know.
He's famous. He's bubbling.
This guy's chatting shit.
He's famous. Everyone sees his face, then they know it's him. So they don't need to know.
Nah, they don't know it's him, bro. He's 10, fam. He's 10.
He's 10 years old. He's a kid.
He's 10 years old. He's a kid.
Yeah, but he grows into a man though. He grows up.
Not yet.
Does he not grow up and start fighting his dad? Does he not?
No.
Anyway, man.
Sorry.
Look, let's look. The whole point of the Marvel, you need Marvel people and Star Wars people in the positions of that, so they know what they're doing. Let's do the football.
Let's do it. All right, let's go back to football. Nah, all right. Listen, I just want to say, Faz and all the people watching, yeah, I promise you, I don't care if if Ralph's gone. Like on it, like that's the truth. Like I'm not that connected to this guy. Is here for the shortest. It's been the shortest reign ever, and we experienced a lot of pain week in, week out under this manager. So if you think I'm connected to Ralph as a man, I'm not. My main thing is I'm worried about the things that we've all been worrying for years now. Yeah, I'm worried about the board. The board is the same. The board don't care about us, and I just want I want a voice in there that's gonna sell the club, sell the project. And I get Ten Hag has sway. We finally have a manager that can make a call, and they might come just off the basis of the manager. But then that's not building for the long term, because we need other voices that can do that. Look how long our signings take. If we start doing, if the signing period goes in and we keep monitoring players all the way to they're on preseason, nothing's changed. Do you know what I mean? I hope that's not the case. But if we do that, it shows, because you heard who was doing the phone calls and who was negotiating with Sancho and all these. Who's our chief negotiator? Who's doing that now? These are the things that I'm interested in. These are the things.
Darren Fletcher is.
And there you go. I'm just saying. So I don't want to be. I'm gonna be open-minded and say, you know what? Let's just watch and hope they do it, because I don't want to be proved right in this situation. I want to be wrong totally. But I'm just saying that this thing, we've seen it before, and I love this club, and I hate the fact that, again, Champions League. Look at the elite football that they were playing the other day. As much as we're shameless in that, we're not involved in that, bro. We're so far away from that. And I want us to get back there. And I know it's not going to just take the manager. It's a full restructuring of this whole thing. That's what it takes. So that's where the passion or the anger or whatever you guys are reading at home is. That's where that's coming from, because we've seen this shit for years. We want our team to get better. That's it.
But it's the start, KG. Let's smile. Let's be happy, please. This is the start of the changes. That's what I'm trying to say.
KG to smile.
You're looking vexed. You're looking vexed right now, and I don't like it, man. I need to see KG happy.
Bro,
get it? I'm trying to say, like, that's the start of the proliferation of the club, bro. Things are going forward now. Ten Hag is in.
What do you have for breakfast every day?
Porridge. Just porridge. There's porridge and some fruits. Sometimes berries, sometimes strawberries, sometimes bananas, and then sometimes all three.
Do you know what's so funny? The fact that Marcel actually explains what he actually does have for breakfast.
Yeah. And gave us a selection of fruits on top of that as well. Sometimes berries, sometimes strawberries, sometimes bananas, sometimes all three.
Before you lot carry on, let me just get the super chat so you can carry on. Christopher says, Faz, isn't Richard Arnold a banker as well? Zen says, KG speaking straight facts, Richard Arnold is a bloody accountant. Rangnick should still be at the club. And Sharafal says, some of these players need to go. Ralf was the best thing that happened in a long time. What a joke. We needed him for this transfer at least. Super chat here from, I didn't actually read it out, but it was up earlier. Off the canvas box and says, are you going to back Maguire if he tackles Shaw? I think that's to you, Faz. That was mad when that happened. Aslan says, KG is bang on. Why would the Glazers / Woodward promote to a director of football someone who's never done that role and has been there for a decade? An absolute puppet. And super chat here from Different says, what are the metrics? Signings, XG, top 4. What we judging? Yeah, what we judging it on next year? We think we need to kind of agree on that. And a super chat here from K Flow. K Flow says the club will monitor good players only to end up with Richarlison, and you want me to back a decision like that? Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. You know, if we end up with De Jong, Kante, and like others, do you know what I mean?
This.
Kante.
Owen going back
Owen,
and
I
forth.
said
What's
Kante
this?
as well a couple of weeks back.
What's this? Yeah, no, Kante's.
Kante.
I stand corrected. Kante's washed, in it. He's one of the shittest in his position in world football.
No, don't do that. You know what you're doing. Don't do it.
Whoa.
No, I will get HR involved. This is HR worthy. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going to a new direction.
100%. No.
Kante wins trophies everywhere he goes.
Name me 5 players that are best in
his
position.
We don't need any losers like Kante. We don't need any injury prone players. Can't play no football no more. Can't impact games on the decline. He's like Matic. Plays like Matic. Moves like Matic. Always been the same with Matic. We don't want none of that.
Well, you said you're happy to give him 300,000 a week, aren't you? You did say you're happy with him taking 300 a week.
I didn't say happy with it.
It ain't your money.
We don't. If we got Kante, we don't know what his wages would be. I don't know. We don't know.
It definitely won't be 100.
I'm just talking as a hypothetical, as ability wise.
You know what? No, in all seriousness, KG, you were right about Flex. Look at him stirring.
You were right. You know what's so beautiful in that moment, though? Everyone knew what Flex was doing. And I thought, in my thing, I sat there and said, my work is done here. I said, at least these guys know that Flex is a wind-up merchant, fam. He knew what he was doing in there. And even them Kante little lines, he knew he was going to get Faz and everyone going. But this is it. Flex needs to change.
So, hold on. So, this is what I mean.
I'm not involved, Flex. It's not to do.
No, I'm just saying out loud. The community is for expressing your views, excuse the pun, and opinions. That's all I've done. I've just been shot down. That's it.
No, you haven't, Flex. You did that with me before. No, you haven't. We don't want Kante. Yeah, and this time I'm keeping receipts. Owen, make sure you keep the receipts, Owen.
Well, the poll said the percentage.
I have no idea. The receipts. The receipts. There's a folder worth. Don't worry about it. Okay. This is the real revelation. I'm the real HR around here. Okay. I say what's going. Okay.
I believe him.
All right. Can I just before we move on? I just want to. This is not. I just want to ask a question because I know I'm in the minority. That doesn't bother me. That's fine. KG,
stop it! Don't do that. What are you doing? You're the boss.
All right, I'm in the majority. All right, I'm in the majority. I'm in the majority. All right, I'm in the majority. Do you know what? I'm in the majority where all United fans want Kante, and anyone who doesn't want Kante, they're deluded. I'm in that. Then I'm in that. I must be in that. I'm in that. Basically, what I was going to ask is. I was going to ask this. Can I just ask this individually? That's all I was going to ask. An open-ended question. No leading questions. No nothing in court.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes. If he's available, we want him. Yes.
No, I was going to say KG is... I was going to ask a question.
What about Kante?
Is Kante washed for you?
No, I wouldn't say he's washed. That's getting too far.
All right. Marcel, is Kante washed?
No, he's world-class.
Okay. Faz, is Kante washed?
It's like the Johnny Depp trial. Oh, what's going on?
Is he washed? Simple question. Is he washed?
Amber Heard over here. Go on.
Is he washed, Faz?
No.
Amber Turd.
He's not washed. Okay. Owen, is Kante washed?
It's not the right question to be asking.
No. Can you just answer the question? No,
you're
no. Hold on a minute. Hold on. One second, Owen. 1 second. Hold on. Owen, hold on. Objection. Objection sustained. Carry on.
Overruled, because the actual real question, right? The real question is
no. You get your question in after. You're answering.
Go on. Let's answer his question. And I
Jury,
think
hold on. Jury, I would like you to ignore that information. Do not take that into account.
I don't.
Basically, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Owen,
so I was going to answer the question. Go on, Owen.
Yeah, you just have to answer. Is he washed?
Kante is not obviously washed, but my follow-up question to you would be:
here we go. Follow-up question.
Why are we signing a player that has? I know you'll say, oh, it's not actually that bad of an injury record, but an injury record past 30. Be on big wages from another Premier League club when that's what we have done for the past decade. And when has it gone right?
Because he's top 3 in his position in the world. Still right now.
But Flex, how many times
have we said that about these people? What's Schweinsteiger?
Ibrahimovic, Varane. The list can go on and on and on. Sanchez. How many times have we done this? How many times have we done this?
Every single time. Cars. All he wants is classic cars in his garage, bruv. They can't drive, but he's like, hey, you lot, look at that. That's all he wants.
And then you try and turn it on. You go, it doesn't run. He goes,
what would if we had a midfield of De Jong, Kante, and Bruno? Is that shit? Then is that shit?
Of course it's not.
Shit.
Of course it's not.
Okay, cool. All right. Fine.
But if we had a defender in Varane,
what if we had James Garner, McTominay, and Bruno?
What if Varane was available? Have you answered that question?
His microphone. Pick up his microphone.
Go on. Answer that question. What if Varane was available? Wouldn't that be good?
What if Wan-Bissaka was good?
But he's not. All right, good question. But I'm just saying. I'm saying right now again, Cavani.
So Kante's injury prone. So what we're saying. So Kante's is injury prone as Varane.
Flex. Who would you rather get? Would you rather get this version of Kante, or would you rather sign the next version of Kante, who's like 24?
Version. I want a man now who's going to come in and make our midfield better now.
I want receipts.
Kante and upgrade on any of our midfielders now.
N'Golo Kante.
I want receipts. I'm telling you, keep this as receipts. If Kante comes to this club,
I live in a world where football Twitter tells me that Kante's dead, he's washed. But it's all right. Because we've got McTominay running around.
He's an upgrade on every single one of our players.
Sean Longstaff's out there, running around.
One person to speak so I can listen to someone. Go on, so we're gonna listen to Flex. Your final closing argument is go on. You done a speech just now. I really want to hear it.
Yeah, there's no closing argument.
Now you're not going to argue.
If Kante is available, here's this. This is really simple. If Kante is available for the right price, I'm having him all day. I don't care about injury. I don't care about decline. I don't care about, he's like Matic. He's nothing like Matic. The man will change our midfield right here, right now. And if you bought Frankie de Jong and you brought in N'Golo Kante and you had Bruno, our midfield would be very functioning. That's all I'm saying. This whole he's dead, he's washed, he's not what we need.
No one called him that.
I disagree. That's my thing.
Okay, let me ask you. And this is hearsay. Has anyone on this panel called him washed? No. Has anyone?
But no one wants him. So why does no one want him then?
1 second.
No, hold on. 10 days ago, I had a conversation with Owen about Kante, and I said if he's available, we go get him because he's world class. So listen, I'm definitely in the same camp as you, Flex.
You ask people, will he improve
Flex.
Man United? Is he still good?
Flex.
Is he still top 5 in his position in the world? But we don't want him.
Flex, you made arguments. Flex, I just want to say, like the Amber Heard trial, you made arguments that are clearly not true. Yeah, you said everyone here said he's washed. No one said that. Everyone here said he's dead. No one said that. The only thing that everyone's arguing, Owen brought up some a very normal claim about, listen, the injury record is something that we have to look at. Now, if this guy didn't have injuries, I don't think anyone here would say he can't come. No one would see that.
He's played over 40 games this year. Is that injury prone? Doesn't matter. He's still there.
Have you seen what injuries? Have you seen what Man United do? Have you seen what? I believe Cavani might have played more games for PSG last season than he played the first.
No, he didn't. He was out for 6 months before we even bought him.
Look at that. And you want to just...
That's not Kante.
What about Varane? What about Varane?
I just watched Kante live in the flesh come on in the FA Cup final, and still boss it straight away against Liverpool.
Of course he can boss it when he's there. Of course he can boss it when he's there. But what about the days that he's not there?
Kante's still got 5 lungs.
With our medical department, Chelsea managed to manage Hazard with his injury problems. Went to Real Madrid, what's happened?
There you go.
Owen, you said it's a new, but Owen, you told me a minute ago that how do we know yet? Because it's all going to be new people, new medical staff. Ten Hag's bringing in his guys. How do we not know it's going to be different?
Still there.
Now it's changed.
Hold on. Let me ask Flex a question. I want to ask.
When did you get rid of the doctors?
Owen, I want to ask Flex a question. Flex.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I told you I was in the minority, but I wasn't.
Clearly
I am.
Let me ask
Clearly I am.
He's doing that thing again.
Leopards haven't shown their
I know he's dead. I know he's going to cost too much money.
ask Flex a question. Flex, do you want us to go on a build? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have a problem with our wage structure? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have a problem with certain age of our players leaving the club? Yes or no?
A certain age leaving?
Yeah, like older players that are in the club. Would you still want them
not good enough? No, not age. Just players that are not good enough.
They're not good enough.
Just ability. Yeah, just ability. Don't care
based
about
on
age,
ability.
Yeah, just ability.
Players
can they still affect the games? That's all I care about.
Players that have come in similar position that have been flop.
Yeah.
Do you think that they've been flop? Yes or no?
Players that have come in similar positions, have they been a flop?
Yep. Matic.
Yeah.
Similar players like that.
Kante and Matic are not similar. They only played for Chelsea. They're not similar players. Stop this. They're not similar. Since when has Matic moved like Kante? Since when has Kante moved like Matic? When? Matic has always been a robot. Why? Where's this comparison?
Put that camera back, KG.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All I'm saying right now is...
No. Stop this. No, one second. There's this thing that Matic is like... Since when did Matic run around the... Faz just said it. What do you mean no one said it? Faz just said it.
My concern, Flex,
he didn't say that.
Faz just said it.
My concern would be...
Flex getting a bit carried away. He needs to calm down, Flex.
And Matic just should have left earlier. It didn't mean we should never have got him. He should have just left 3 years ago.
Flex, would you like to
wait. Hold on. Oh, KG.
Go on.
KG, hold on.
Go on.
Flex, you did say you want to go on a build, correct?
Yes.
Would you want to swap Kante in 2 years' time? Yes or no?
Not if he's still performing, no. Not if he's still performing, no.
This is
in 2 years' time,
point, right?
No,
Fleck.
No, because if Kante's still running, I'll tell you why. No, Faz, no, because if Kante's still running about at 33, then why are you changing him? And guess what? If Ten Hag's coming in, how about this? If Ten Hag's coming in and has a world-class player in Kante there for the next 2 to 3 years, but then that's a good buy then. That's good.
But also,
you can't just sprinkle the team with all these young up-and-coming players, and then when you want to add a little bit of quality or a little bit of experience, a little bit of been there, done it, got all the t-shirts and can coach the rest, you're not allowed to have that. I don't get that. I'm not saying he should be the only thing. I'm just saying bring him in with others.
Can I get involved? Can I get involved in this? So Kante, we've seen it before. Again, we're just talking about the past. Players that have left a good situation and come to us, and there's no allegiance. It's different to the De Jong situation. De Jong knows the manager. Why would Kante leave Chelsea to come and play for us? Surely,
I can build on that, KG. Build on that.
Build on that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, my point would be the reason that United possibly can get him right now, he has 12 months left on his contract, and Chelsea are going, we're thinking of going in a different direction. Yes, you can say that's maybe due to playing style, but also that's because of age. So why are we picking up a player that even Chelsea are acknowledging, and they have a better look at him every single day?
And here's my thing to that.
Maybe he's on the decline, and maybe he's too old. And we should be picking someone up like that when we're at the same time going, we need to fill all of these positions, and we need to go on a rebuild, and we need to get a squad that right now, this season, might not be good enough. But if we can develop them in a couple of years' time, then we can compete. In a couple of years' time,
but then that will work loads of ways. Loads of ways. We've looked at players that other people are looking at. We got Donny van der Beek, and was like, "Oh, Real Madrid was looking at him. Must
You
be
haven't
fucking
answered.
amazing."
You haven't
And he
answered my
came.
question.
Completely different situation.
What I'm
Donny was
saying
like
is
24 at the time.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's just because a shelf life has expired at one club, that doesn't mean it can't work for your club. That's like saying that's like saying because a
Can I
player's
get involved,
that's like
please?
saying a player's that's like saying a
Fleck, can I
player's.
get involved, please? Because you haven't
What?
answered my question. Would you like
What?
some water? Would you like some water?
Alright.
You okay? Would you like some water? Are you okay?
I'm
You
waiting
sure?
for your question.
I want you to take a breath. I gave you my question a long time ago. I asked
What is
you,
it?
why is a player that is at Chelsea, has no allegiances to our club, why is he leaving Chelsea to come to us? What do you understand? Because we're in a rubbish situation. Why will he make that move to go from
Why
Chelsea?
would anyone come Man United then?
No. We're talking about Chelsea right
Why
now.
would Frankie?
Well,
Why would Frankie
younger developing players
No,
would
but why,
go,
Flex?
because guess
Why is
what?
he
They can
coming,
develop
Flex?
into something later on.
He's coming
Why
to
is he
get
coming,
starting
Flex?
football. He's coming to get starting football, KG. He's not getting games at Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club are changing the system and how they're playing. Gallagher.
Okay, guys, come on, guys.
He's
We know what he's coming for. He's coming for the money like other players that come before. The same reason why Alexis Sanchez turned down a chance to win a league title.
Kante, hold on, whoa. So Kante, who drives a Mini into training, is a mercenary. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not calling him a mercenary. I'm saying, why is he come? Why will he be here?
Kante is. Hold on a second. See, this
That's
is what I'm
not
saying.
he's not
So
staying.
now what we're doing. Now what we're doing is.
Now you're throwing. I didn't call him a mercenary.
Flex, would you like some water? Now what you're doing is character.
Would you like some water? Because I didn't say that.
So when you're KG, what you're trying to do is push this narrative that this guy is all about the pound signs, when actually his reputation goes before him. Kante is known. Kante is known as a player of love, always a smile on his face. Everyone's rubbing his little Malteser head. He drives to training in a smart car, so it can't be about money, can it? But all of a sudden now it's about money.
Flex, I'm just asking. I ask you a simple question, and I say, why would his head? You still haven't answered the question.
They rub his little head all the time.
They rub his head, so they go, it can't be about money.
Only Marcel tried to answer the question. Flex, you still so you're saying, so why is he coming here? You're saying he's coming.
New challenge.
He wants a challenge at Europa League. Flex.
What does Frankie de Jong want then?
Lord of mercy, Flex.
What does any player that we sign?
Frankie de Jong has been spoken to 3 times, and they're begging. That's different, and they're begging. It's only because he knows my man that they're entertaining the conversation. We know what this is. I'm just saying we don't want to keep going the same way we've been before. That's all. We don't want to play
Would Manchester United's midfield be better or worse with Kante in it?
It will be better.
Yes or no? So you don't want to play that will make our team better. That's what you don't want.
Where is the strategy? Where is the long-term
strategy? The strategy is get a better midfield. So buy a better midfield. Yeah. And he's world class. That's the strategy.
And then okay, maybe for one season, but then 18 months time, what we having? Kante's old. He gets injured a lot, doesn't he? Oh, we're gonna struggle to get rid of Kante, aren't we?
How do you know
how long contract is he on?
You know
he's on a 3-year contract. We don't, but you don't know he's going to improve our midfield. We don't know that's going to happen.
You don't know
he's going to play every single game.
You don't know.
So why bother? What do you think, Mike?
Uh-oh.
It's the deep as well. I don't know why. It's like you're laughing at me. Why are you laughing?
You all laughed at me.
Yeah, you laughed at me. But my contract was till 2024. So big pay packet for me. Yeah. Now, do you know what? I'm backing Fleck on this one. I'm backing Fleck. Yeah. And my man Kante. Look at this, yeah. At this great club we have established. I've worked here for many years. Yeah. Bringing in Kante is smart because not only are you getting a better midfielder, yeah, you guys are thinking too far ahead, as in, we got to play for the title, but you're not. You're playing to get back into this contention of top 4-ness. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hold on.
This is where you're getting back.
Don't be too short-termism. We wouldn't want to get back into the top 4 ever so quickly within one season, would we?
You know what I'm saying? If you're getting Kante...
You're in the mud when you're agreeing with Mike Phelan.
Hey, everyone like Mike.
Go on, Phelan. Get involved.
No, this is the thing with Kante. Yeah, you're getting a good player who, while not at his best, he's not at his worst, and you're better off getting him on the decline when you go. He's gonna go. What big move can I still make before I lose? I ain't got nowhere else to go. Man United. So yeah, good contract, good money, but United will get him going. We know you're only good for 2 years. We just need you to be in there like Rangnick, but good. Do you know what I'm saying? Interim settings. Yeah,
How
you're
is
going,
Ralf, by the way,
I'd
Mike?
rather have Kante in there than
Mike,
McFred.
thank you very much for
See
your
what I'm
services.
saying?
Here's your contracts here. Mike,
Leave them, man.
Mike.
They still want
Mike,
McTominay
thank
and
you for your
Fred, man. Leave
services,
them, man.
man.
They want
Faz,
McTominay and Fred
thank you
running
so
down.
much for all your services. You've been at the club for a long time, but you're chatting shit.
You're chatting
Yeah, but
absolute.
look,
It's all right. No, just stay with
Waffle.
McTominay and Fred settings. It's fine. At least they're going to be here for 6 years.
No, but
it's fine.
It's weird how
Once
Flex
again,
says he wants to go on a
How do you
build.
how do you keep
Fine.
putting these words into our mouths? Did anyone say we want to just stick with McTominay and Fred? No one here has said that on the
You're
panel.
saying you don't want Kante, it don't make sense.
Once again, a lot of
You're
hearsay.
saying you don't
from
want
me, bro.
Kante. All right, you're saying you don't want Kante. You're saying that though.
Did you
That's
not
what
say
you're
that but we said that there's players that we actually
saying.
want.
So, all right. So KG, if you had a chance to sign Kante, would you decline it or would you accept it? Would you what would
I'll
you
try and get a younger player. I'll try and get someone
Okay,
better.
so you decline. So you decline.
I'll decline and get someone
say
younger.
no Kante.
No, I didn't
All
say.
right,
Listen, just for you, just in case you didn't hear this, I didn't say I want to play Fred and McTominay. I'd look for a
that's
younger
fine.
player in that midfield.
Fair
that
enough.
is fit.
Okay, fair enough.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but
Over
has
getting
anyone
Kante.
has Flex even said that he doesn't want any other options? Has Flex hasn't gone and said to anybody?
But
he
he's
doesn't
not
want
said
any
that as
options.
well.
Kante is
But he's
number
not said
one
that
on the
as
list.
well.
We're just saying here. We're just saying here that Kante
Okay,
is
well,
a
let's
very
ask-
good
let's
player.
ask him
And if he
then,
becomes
Marcel. Let's ask him.
available, if he
Flex,
becomes
Flex.
available, we must go in and get this man.
I'll
Bro,
ask
I'm
you then, Flex.
100% in that. 100% agreement. He hasn't said,
First
"Oh
and
no, we
foremost-
shouldn't get the younger option." He's saying the younger option's there. Cool, that's great. But if this man becomes available to Manchester United Football Club, how can you say no to this opportunity?
I have the
And then
best.
how
Listen
about
to me.
strategy?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
Strategy,
out.
Owen. How
Hear me
about
out.
strategy? I'll give you some strategy with Kante in it as well. There's a player called James Garner that you were just talking about. That's going to be coming up in about, let's say, 3 years then. That just makes perfect sense. So if you got Kante for 3 years and James Garner then comes along or comes through, well, what's the issue? Somebody give me the issue.
Let's ask.
Flex, have you
Flex.
ever?
Would you
ever
rather
had
have
a handshake?
Kante or that or a younger player? If you have the choice this summer, it's Kante or a 24-year-old defensive midfielder. Which one do you buy?
Are they better or worse than Kante?
I'm having Kante.
Oh, you have
What?
One thing I will say is this, and this is all serious now. And this is me being serious, no banter, yeah. Frankie de Jong, perfect. N'Golo Kante can't be the only one. I 100% agree with that. My thing with the Kante thing, in all honesty now, yeah, is if Kante comes in, and look, there's not even any bids or anything. This is all hypothetical, yeah. If Kante comes in with the likes of a progressive young up-and-coming midfielder, or even someone like Frankie de Jong and stuff, our midfield would be amazing. I'm saying if you had Kante, de Jong, and Bruno, that's even for 3 years, even for 2 years, it's brilliant. If you could get Kante, say, imagine this. Let me just paint a picture. Then, yeah, it's hypothetical. It's all hypotheticals because we don't know in it. If we could get Kante for £30 million, right? Okay, and then we got de Jong for whatever it is, 25, 30 million, yeah? And you can get de Jong for whatever it's going to be, yeah? Plus all the add-ons because they want peas, yeah? I'm having that.
It's a lot of money. It's a 30 million.
Well, he's a very good player, KG.
Final year of his
still
contract.
a very good player.
I know that. Final year's
Okay,
contract.
all right. Okay, cool. Let's say 2025 then.
Money.
Let's okay, final year of his contract. But you're buying, for me, in my opinion, if I say to name even 3 better midfielders, defensive midfielders, or do what his job does, top 5 in the Premier League, can you name me 5 better at that job?
Nah,
and that will be better than him.
I would take it. Right, no, it's the price, right? I'll take Kante for 15, and that's high. And 18 is when I'm like, bro, I might have to walk away because again, we don't have bad finances.
So the price is the thing that's making you think like
definitely because I think if everyone said Kante's Faz, if I said Kante's available 10 million, are you buying him?
But he's on 300k a week though. This is what I'm saying. You can't talk to people like Faz.
You're not gonna.
I'm not buying him. I'm messing. Relax, Mike. Chill out, Mike. You're on your way out anyway.
Wait, are you not doing it for 10 million?
No, we're not buying him.
Jeez, man.
Not buying him. We need put a structure. This wage stuff that's going about playing
10 million.
Not washed. 22-year-old people that are on decline, 300 odd K.
10 million.
I can't
No.
believe this is even a thing. I can't.
Put
believe
10 million somewhere else.
No,
By
but
the way,
I
I'm
see-
just checking.
I
I'm just
don't
looking for
understand.
receipts to see if Flex has ever had a handshake with Kante. Because if he has, then that means the
You know what's
foolishness is
going
real and
on.
we're
You
not
know
having
what's.
Kante.
I think jeez, man. Listen, lads, I gotta get out of here anyway.
Yeah, this has gone away. You lot are arguing over this way too long. This shouldn't have been that. It's a simple question,
And it's
Yeah,
not even going to
Flex.
happen. The craziest thing is
Unbelievable.
and it's not going to happen. It's not even going to happen, and you lot are carrying on like it's flipping gospel. You know who says, "Would Kante just be Varane 2.0?"
No,
And,
no, he wouldn't be.
Flex is disgrace.
He's
Off the counter
disgraced.
says United are wasting money on Kante. Just train Fred. Fred can't lace Kante's boots.
He's taking a piss.
Can't. Wait for United to win a trophy. We can buy Kante for next season, and we'd buy a younger player in the transfer window that follows. If it's not at a ridiculous price, then it's worth it. Yeah, but everyone thinks everything should be fixed now for the next 5 years, and you've got to find the next one now. You can't get someone who's good now.
United
You have to buy. Everyone's saying wait for United to buy a trophy. Everyone is saying that you have to get someone who's maybe not that good now, but in 4 years they're going to be good.
You said that, Flex. Can you point them out, please?
We'll have the
Can you
clean.
point them out?
We'll have
Can you
the.
point them out, please.
Everyone. Can't even name them.
We'll have the clean slate. We'll have the clean slate where there's no expectation because we've got young players that will be good in 5 years. We don't need anyone who's good now. Craig says Kante fits the budget if we get Frankie de Jong too. Yeah, but he's not going to be available, so there isn't really much point. Just put McTominay. At least he's there all the time. He's hardly injured. And super chat here from Nate H.
Drawing you out. He's drawing you out.
Yeah, let's get a 32-year-old midfielder on 300k a week who's won it all and has 4 sets of lungs. And even when you ask Tuchel now, he said he's their Neymar, he's their Mbappe, and he's useless. And yeah, everyone smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching the full view. It's always vibes. It's always opinion. This is what it is.
I can't. That guy's he's such a fraud, bro.
And we will see you all again very, 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 very soon.
See you later.
Last thing I will say is we're going to win the league. Clip it. I don't care. And even if I said this and we don't win the league, I still don't care. But we're going to do it. We're league. We're going to.
Why are you saying this like this so cool?
Because I can.
All right, cool.
Jamie O'Hara gets to say whatever he said. Jamie, listen, we're winning the league. FA Cup will get to the finals.
When we do the Champions League.
You already know it's the Champions League. You already know. Mbappe, who, fam?